Hello students, today you got English lecture and today we'll do new lesson and the name of the lesson is connecting the dots in your English textbook. Come to page number 62. Okay, so students on your page number 62, name of the lesson is connecting the dots. Now look at the introduction. The lesson is written by Steve Jobs. He was born in the year 1955 and died in the year 2011. Was an American entrepreneur. Now who's an entrepreneur? A person who sets up a business is called an entrepreneur. Business magnate. Okay, business magnate. Now what you mean by this word business magnate means someone who has achieved great success and plenty of wealth through ownership of multiple lines of business. That is called business magnate. Inventor. He invented the computer. Not computer, he invented a Macintosh computer. You'll see in this lesson. An industrial designer. He was the chairman, chief executive officer, and co-founder of Apple Inc. Now, this Apple Inc. short form of Inc. they've given over here. Inc. means in corporate. Okay, and what is Apple Inc. is an American multinational technology company. Chief Executive Officer and co-founder of Apple Inc. He is widely recognized as one of the pioneers of the microcomputer revolution of the 1970s and 1980s. Now, what you mean by micro? See here, microcomputer. Microcomputer means is a complete computer on a small scale, designed for use by one person at a time. Now it is called personal computer. So now this microcomputer is called as your personal computer. Let us begin with the lesson. Today I want to tell you three stories from my life. So this author Steve Jobs he wants to tell us three stories of his life. That's it. Just three stories. So just three stories he wants to tell. The first story is about connecting the dots. I dropped out. Now, what do you mean by dropped out? Discontinued. What is discontinued? He discontinued his education of Reed College for where he was studying. After the first 6 months, but then stayed around as a drop in. Drop in means a visitor for another 18 months before I really quit. Looking back, it was one of the best decisions I ever made. I could stop taking the required classes that didn't interest me. So the class what he was taking, which was not interesting for him, and began dropping in on the ones that looked interesting. So and began dropping. So he was trying to leave his school days in on the ones that looked interesting. I didn't have a dorm. Now, dorm means what? A dormitory, a place where people stay. So, in short form, it is called as dorm. Room, as I slept on the floor in friend's room. So, he was staying with his friend, and when he was sleeping in his friend's room. I returned Coke bottles for 5 cents. 5 cents means what? A coin worth 100 of the US dollar. So this empty Coke bottle is to return and is to return back. And what is to get? Is to get 5 cent deposit to buy food with, and I would walk 7 miles across town every Sunday night to get one good meal a week at the Hare Krishna temple. So this temple, Hare Krishna temple, was providing good food, but only once in a week. So this author, Steve Jobs, is to go all the way to have that good food once in a week. I loved it, and much of what I stumbled into by following my curiosity and intuition. turned out to be priceless later on. Here's one example. Reed College offered perhaps the best calligraphy instruction. Calligraphy means what? Art of writing instruction in the country. Because I had to take a calligraphy class, I learned about serf and can serf typeface, about what makes great typography great. Now, typography means what? Appearance. When you learn the art of writing, your writing looks beautiful. It looks good in the appearance. 10 years later, when we were designing the first Macintosh computer, it all came back to me. So when he was designing this computer, what practices did of handwriting was very useful to him. It all came back to me, and we designed it all into the Mac. Okay, Mac is what is a short form of Macintosh computer. If I had never dropped in on that course in college, the Mac would have never heard multiple typefaces or, for that matter, even proportionally spaced fonts. Fonts, alphabets, what we write, what fonts we write, right. And since Windows just copied Mac, Windows is a type of, is a one part of your computer. It's likely no personal computer would have them. Of course, it was impossible to connect the dots looking forward. Now connect the dots. What the you know here? Associate one idea previous to another next to find create a new big picture. So connect the dot means associate one idea previous. So you're associating your idea with your previous experience, what happened previously when I was in college, but it was very clear looking backward 10 years later. You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backward. So, how you are going to connect your dots with your past experience, with your previous experience? What was your failure in the past, and how you are going to connect the situation back again? So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. So if you look to your past, but it will be useful for you in your future. You have to trust in some things, your gut. Gut means what? Courage and determination. You should have a strong courage and determination to do something. Courage and determination. Destiny, life, karma. Karma means what? What actions you're doing or what work you're doing. Whatever. This approach has never let me down and it has made all the difference in my life. So whatever good things or whatever done, it has done a lot of difference in my life. So this was the first experience experience of this author, okay, how he faced the situations in the starting. Now, second incident, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So, looking backwards, what happened in your past, why it was a failure. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. So what experience you had in the past, but if you connect the dot in the present, your future will be too good. You have to trust in some things, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. This approach has never let me down and it has made all differences in my life. The second story is about love and loss. So he's talking something about love and loss. Now let us try to understand this paragraph, what he means by love and loss. I found what I loved to do early in life. So in which field he was interested, he got that particular field. Books. Steve Wozniak And I started Apple when I was 20. You know, Apple. Today we have got Apple computer, which is named after this this author. In 10 years, Apple had grown from just the two of us in a garage into a dollar 2 billion company. And then I got fired. I got fired means what? I lost the job. It was devastating. Devastating means what? Causing severe shock. Okay, devastating because he left the job. He lost his job, which he had a shock. But something slow began to become something clear. I still loved what I did, and so I decided to start over. So what he loved, okay, and he start doing again. The heaviness of being successful was replaced by the lightness of being a beginner again. So he had lost his job and nothing was there. So he thought, I will start my job again as a beginner. It freed me to enter one of the most creative periods of my life. So it was one of the creative period, one something what you can do back again. During the next 5 years, I started a company. Next, another company named Pizar. Now, what is the name of the company? What he started? He started Pizar. And what is Pizar? It is a computer animation company. And fell in love with an amazing woman. And he fell in love with a beautiful woman who would become my wife and who would become his wife. Pixar is now the world's most successful animation studio. You know what you mean by animation. Apple bought Next. I returned to Apple and the technology was developed. At Next, at the heart of Apple's current renaissance. Now, what you mean by renaissance? Renaissance means something rebirth or something revival. And Lauren and I have a wonderful family together. And who is Lauren? Lauren was the name of his wife. And Lauren and I have a wonderful family together. Sometimes life hits in the head with brick. Now hits you in the head with brick means give a great shock suddenly to get a shock suddenly. Don't lose faith, but after getting the shock, we should not lose faith. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. So, what work you like, you do that work only, and one day you become a successful person. If you haven't found it, keep looking, don't settle. So, if you have not found a good work of your life, keep on searching, you will get it. So this was the second story what the author wants to say. Now, my third story is about death. Now he's telling the third story about his death. About years ago, I was diagnosed with cancer. So what he was diagnosed with? He was diagnosed with one of the sickness called cancer. My doctor advised me to go home and get my affairs in order, which doctors quote for prepare to die. Means what this sentence means? My doctor advised me to go home and get my affairs in order. Means a doctor knew that this author is suffering with a cancer. So you go home, whatever your business is there, settle all your business matters and prepare to die. I lived with that diagnosis all day. Later that evening, I had a biopsy. Now, what's the meaning of biopsy? Is an examination of tissues removed from a body to discover the presence, cost, or extent of a disease. This treatment is done in the hospital, this biopsy. It turned out to be very rare form of pancreatic cancer. So after doing his biopsy, what doctors found? Doctors found he was suffering from pancreatic cancer. Now, what's the meaning of pancreatic? Pancreatic means what? Pancreas is an organ in your abdomen that lies behind the lower part of your stomach. Okay, now what is pancreatic cancer? Is a cancer that forms in the cell of pancreas. Pancreatic cancer that is curable with surgery. Surgery means what? With operation, this cancer can be treated. I had the surgery and I am fine now. So after the surgery, the author was fine. This was the closest I have been to facing death, and I hope is the closest I get for a few more decades, having lived through it. So I live for more days with this kind of pancreatic cancer. I can now say this to you: your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. So, what is telling over here that your time is limited, so do something for yourself. Don't be trapped by dogma. Now, dogma means what? Belief or a set of beliefs. Okay, so dogma means belief, which is living with the result of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of other opinions drown out of your inner voice. Drown out means what? Be louder than another sound and prevent it being heard. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. So, if you're having a very bad sickness or a very serious sickness, don't lose hope, but have courage in your heart and intuition means what you know, what your heart tells you, do that only. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. When I was young, there was an amazing publication called The Whole Earth Catalog. In the final issue, on the back cover, they put a photograph of an early morning country road. So this whole Earth catalog, catalog is a book. It gives you some kind of information. So on the book, in the final issue, on the back cover, so the last cover of the book had a photograph of an early morning country road. Beneath it were the woods. So beneath that picture, what was there? Woods was there. Stay hungry, stay foolish. Now see what you mean by stay hungry. Always keep wanting something more, something new. So always you want to find something new. And stay foolish means always keep an open mind. Never think you know everything. So what you mean stay foolish? That you don't think you know everything, but try to learn something from others. Stay hungry, stay foolish. It was their farewell message as they signed off. I have always wished that for myself, and now as you graduate to begin anew. Anew means what? Something anew in a different way. I wish that of you. Stay hungry, stay foolish. Means what? Always keep wanting something more. So always you search to have something more. And stay foolish means what? Always keep an open mind. Never think you know everything, but try to learn something from others. So this was a whole lesson what we have revised. Now, I will revise the entire lesson in short. So, students, please pay attention. It is not there in your textbook, but I am revising the lesson once again. The author Steve Jobs tells us three stories from his life that makes us aware of certain truth. Though he dropped out of a Reed college, he learned from his curiosity. He learned from his curiosity. He wanted to learn more. He designed the first Macintosh computer where he applied his learning of calligraphy to develop multiple typefaces and space fonts which were later copied by other companies. This is what we studied. His second story is about love and loss. He started Apple when he was 20. and 10 years. Later, he was fired from the company. He did not give up because he loved what he did and founded two more companies, Next and Pizza. I told you what you mean by Pizza is an animation company. He also found love during this period and married her to have a wonderful family together. The third story is about death. The author Steve Jobs was diagnosed with cancer, but pancreatic cancer was curable with surgery. After surgery, the author recovered. This shows us that our time is limited and we must not waste it living someone else's life. So he said that our life is too short and we should try to achieve something in our life. So all this we have seen in this lesson, connecting the dots. You understood the lesson? Now, in your textbook, come to page number 65. We have to do question number 1A, question number 1B, question number 2, question number 3, question number 4, question number 5, question number 6, question number 7, 7A and 7B. We have to do it. Question number 8A and question number 8B. Question number 9, okay, is an application for a suitable job. Do it in your combo book. Then, on your page number 68, question number 10, question number 11, and question number 12. There is no need of doing this in your notebook. 10, 11, and 12, don't do. Okay? Hope so you have understood your assignment to be done. Thank you.